All right, here's our next plant, Juniperus californica in the Cupressaceae, your California juniper. And just like Hesperocyparis, this has got scale-like leaves that are, vegetatively pretty indistinguishable from Hesperocyparis. They have a nice odor if you crush them. A lot of terpenes. Smells a little bit like turpentine. And this is a multi-stem shrub, and it is which is different than Hesperocyparis. And it also doesn't have those woody kind of soccer ball cones on it. Instead, it has what we call Juniper berries, and although I don't see any on this individual, but they are fleshy, and they're usually kind of reddish brown for this species, kind of waxy, and can be whitish. And people collect those and put them in gin to give it its particular flavor. All right. California juniper is one of, I think, 4 species of juniper in the state. This is the multi-stem shrub juniper, and it pretty much is restricted to lower elevations on the west side of the Sierras. You often find it in chaparral and woodland in kind of drier parts of the state. Its other relatives are trees that live in the Sierras. You have the western juniper, and then on the other side, the dry side of the Sierras, you have a Utah juniper, which is kind of similar looking to California juniper. It can be multi-stemmed as well, but those guys don't overlap geographically. And then there's another juniper that can be kind of a ground cover that you find in the Klamath and also in the Sierras called common juniper, but that's also not going to be mistaken. So this guy you could maybe mistake, depending on where you are in California, with one of the cypresses, the Hesperocyparis, that might be growing in the area, but again, look for the woody cones for the cypress. Yeah, we'll see. We'll be looking for this on the trail. We might see some younger individuals, and juveniles can be a little bit more bluish in their foliage color, and they can have a combination of these scale-like leaves, but also some what we call awl-like leaves, which are little spiky leaves. And so sometimes we'll look for that on the trail, and you might see it on the quiz today. But if it's a gymnosperm and it's in the Cupressaceae here at Mount Diablo, it's going to be Juniperus californica, so you should be able to get that one on the quiz pretty easily. All right, so that's really all I wanted to say about it. It's got scale-like leaves. They have these kind of X-like stomatal pattern on it. Multi-stemmed, large shrub. And sometimes you'll see them with these fleshy structures called Juniper berries. Here are the berries. You can see they're kind of whitish blue here. Sometimes you see them kind of be like a little bit reddish orange in color, but not today. You have wax that you can scrape off.